Speaking of, you gotta let you.
Yeah. We had the transition,
Yeah.
but no. So speaking of the Porterway and your dad has another one on the roster.
We're mixed brothers.
Yeah,
I was thinking the same thing.
Like the fusion dance.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna because I didn't do what I wanted to do. Maliek Montgomery just improved to 5-0 last night, second round TKO. I'm not sure who the guy was he fought. Doesn't matter. He's with my dad now. He signed with my dad. He was 4-0, signed with his dad. And I think he turned pro about 2 years ago. I think he's been off all of 2019, no fights at all. And then obviously this year with everything going on, my dad did an amazing job and is doing an amazing job with Montgomery, getting him out of the contract situation that he was in, and now being able to produce and get him going and getting fighting. The thing a lot of people don't understand about these contracts with fighters is a contract locks you in to 4 years. Some guys have contracts that are 5 years, but there's always these stipulations that will extend your contract. So you'll go from signing a 4 or 5 year contract to now you're slated to be under that same contract for 6 years, 8 years. There is even extension to take you into 10 years. Now, one or two things could happen. You could be in a situation that's perfect, and as those extensions come, you're aware of it. You're like, all right, cool, we're extending.
Even better.
Let's just keep it moving, Yeah. Prime case with me and PBC. Or you can be in a situation where things aren't the way you expected them to be, and you're in a situation where you need to get out. Now, when you need to get out, a lot of guys don't understand that you can't fight. If you fight, your contract gets extended, and then you're really backing yourself up into corners. Perfect example of that is my boy Demetrius Andre. I think we are all aware of the situation that he was in.
I didn't think you was gonna say it.
That's my boy. So, but it's a crazy story, and maybe I'll tell it another time. But the case in point is he was in a situation where when he was turning pro, this was what I wanted. For 3 or 4 years down the line, this ain't gonna work for me.
Yeah.
But you sit down too long and you got to feed the family. Got to take a fight. You take a fight, you get an extension, So that was the situation that Montgomery was facing, and my dad got him out of that contract and got him a fight. I think my dad got him out of the contract and got him a fight like 6 weeks later. So now they're on the move.
Kenny Hayman.
Yeah. Hold on. We don't.
And give fans give them the rundown. So what weight is he at? Where's he from?
Yeah. Are we gonna have him on the show?
We'll probably get him on here eventually. Maliek, I believe, is going to campaign at 126.
26, okay.
He can make 130, and I believe he can contend at 130. He was a runner-up at the 2016 Olympic trials. I believe he lost to Teofimo Lopez.
Decent fighter.
Yeah, and he's been guys. He's been in the ring with Lopez. He's been in the ring with the kid from New Jersey, Shakur Stevenson. And I think he's been in the ring with Ryan Garcia as well. So he can contend with those guys. He can box with those guys. Fought with those guys way back in the amateurs. Right now, the thing that I know my dad understands is it's not about keeping up with the Joneses. Yeah. Yes, you're behind, but it doesn't matter. You're on your own path, and we'll map you out a career. We'll get you a map that's going to get you the best production that you can have for your career. We're not going to chase these guys. We're not going to call these guys out and try to get you some relevance because of them or anything like that at all. Yeah. I know my dad's going to do the best thing with him and just get him moving, get him in the ring and get him paid so that he can support his family. Yeah, because then with that, if you're trying to keep up with them and you're trying to go off somebody else's timeline, that's when you're going to burn yourself out. If you try, you take one of these big fights and you get knocked out, then you're knocked down, peg. Yeah. So with that, it definitely, it sounds like, and I obviously I know your dad, and I know you early in your career, so I know your dad will be able to take what he's learned with you, take what he's learned from just years around boxing, and
try to get him steering the right way. It'll be interesting to see for people that have forever clamored for, hey, is Kenny Porter ever going to train another fighter? Is he ever going to sign another fighter other than Shawn? This is the next guy.
Yeah, this is the next guy. My dad's also is trying to get some guys over here from the Dominican Republic. So 2 young fighters that were part of the Olympic program as well. You guys know that I fought in the amateur for a long time. So we believe in that Olympic program. We believe that it produces champions. And we believe that a lot of who you are as a professional boxer, it dictates what you've done prior to turning professional.
And Shawn, I just advise you. You probably know. Probably have a conversation with these guys. Let them know it's going to be tough. Kenny's not easy, but it's going to be worth it.
Man, I can't take nothing. I can't take that from you, man. You told me you was going to get me online with somebody, and I was supposed to give them a pep talk, and you come over here, and it's something completely different. I didn't even see the dude. I had to call the dude myself. Like, yo, man, I thought we was going to get on the phone and rap.
Not literally rap, I hope.
Hey, man, why are you bringing this up on the podcast, man? You wild right now.
That's
you
classic.
wild. Boy.
I do think, like Ant said, when you all the times that you use the word disclaimer, I think an actual disclaimer would be for you to tell these fighters, hey, it is going to be tough. My dad isn't going to be easy with you. I'm curious to see. I'd like to be around sometime to see how he is adjusting his, not demeanor, but his coaching style to them comparatively to you, because whether it's going to be similar, it's not, they're not his son.
Hey, you know what was interesting? I sparred with Maliek the last week before he left for Florida. His fight was down in Miami.
Yeah.
And it was just me getting back in the ring myself, and my dad needed someone for him to move around with. And the interesting thing was I don't got nothing going on. I'm fresh out of sitting on the couch with my family and everything. We're sparring, and he's not working Maliek's corner. He's working my corner. I looked at my dad. I'm like, he the one fighting, right? And then I hear, hey, Maliek, come over here.
That's Kenny Porter for you.
But the next time we sparred, he had to turn it on. Yeah. And when I saw the next time we sparred, it was like, there was no question of what was going on and what was expected of my dad, even as a coach. But you're right, that is Kenny Porter. And for me, just in this short time, I've seen him work with plenty of guys, and I've seen a big difference now opposed to when my dad's been working with guys since I was a little kid. And to see him now, the way he was speaking to Maliek and the way he was coaching Maliek. And even I talked to my dad just today about the small adjustments that he did in the fight. And I was really impressed by my dad. My dad says that, I said, how'd the fight go? He said, we got a good one, man. It was a good fight. Second round knockout. I was like, okay, good. He said, it didn't start out that way. I said, what do you mean? He said, well, the first round actually was really competitive. He said Maliek, because he had been out of the ring and for a long time, he says the bell rung and he came right out at the guy. And he tried to go right at the dude, and the dude was boxing him and outboxing him. He says Maliek won the first round, but there was just this little disconnect. Yeah. I said, okay, so what happened? And I'm listening. I want to hear what you did as a coach. And I don't think my dad really recognized I was asking him. I said, so what happened? He says, well, he comes back to the corner. I said, sit down. He sat down, and he said, you good? He said, yeah, I'm good. He says, calm down. He says, I know it's been a minute. He said, calm down. He said, you don't have to rush anything. Go back out there this round, use your jab, fill it out, and work from there. He says, calm down. He says, we're good. We won the first round. He said, but everything that you just did, he said, was good. You won the round. He said, but it's not necessary. He said, just go back out there, you use the jab, and work from there. And my dad has this way of making 1 minute seem like
30.
Seem like 30. I mean, my dad will give you the right information, the way that it needs to come off. And he said Maliek went out there in the second round just using his jab. And he said he caught the kid with a really good jab and backed the kid up. And he said, but because that first round, he went right at the dude. He says, I pulled him back. And he said he remained composed and continued to work behind his jab and then broke the dude down really quickly and got him out of there in 2 rounds. Maliek is a workhorse. He can make adjustments and he listens very well. He's very coachable. And I think that's what my dad really likes about Maliek. Anybody out there like, yo, why did Kenny Porter take a chance with the 130 pounder from Georgia? Well, my dad sees that the kid is coachable. My dad sees that the kid works hard. And I think that means a lot more to my dad than somebody who's flashy and slick and can talk a good game and is sellable. I think
isn't trying to hear anything.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, my dad knows that he can make this guy a champion opposed to making somebody else a champion who already feels like they are or is already behaving like they are. So don't tell me you didn't enjoy what you saw, because I know you did. What you need to do now, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, hit that notification button. Check us out every week, every Tuesday, something new for you right here on the Porter Way Podcast.